Now, if the gate is open less than 90 degrees, it automatically closes on its own. But if the door is open more than 90 degrees, it will stay open. Less than 90 degrees, automatic close. So I am just getting ready to finish installing this 40-inch baby gate, or you might call it a pet gate, however you choose to use it. So this gate stands 40 inches tall. It also expands from 31 inches to just about 46 inches. I've got a doorway here of 45 inches, and I'm going to show you how to make it fit and make it fit snug. This is a pressure mounted gate, so it's just going to be a matter of snugging things up against the outsides of the wall. Now, before I finish the installation, there's a few things that I want you to see and to know about this. And number one is, do not cut the zip ties. These zip ties are holding the gate shut, and once you get it secured into your doorway, then you can go ahead and cut your zip ties. If you do it early, then your gate's gonna open and you're gonna have to use a lot of pressure, a lot of tension to get that to fit into your doorway. So leave the zip ties. Another thing is that it does have extensions on it. You can see I have an extension on each side here. Now on the inside of each extension, there is part F. They call this an encryption bar, and so it's just going to go. In between the extension and the gate, and then what it's doing is adding another bar into your gate, so that every rung of the gate is evenly spaced. Another thing that's really neat about this gate is that on the bottom side here, it does have a non-slip step. Now you don't need to use this, but that is actually allowing the gate to freestand without it being secured up to a wall, so that you can do other things if you need to. Now they've also got these holders here. They have 4 holders. I'm actually using 2 of them. One right here to hold my extension in place. You can see that right there. And then over on this other side, I'm holding this other extension in place. So that is super handy to have that as well, because if you've ever done a larger size gate, you know those extensions, they just fall off. Now the next thing that we're getting ready to do is we're going to turn this the correct way. We're going to take our tensioners, our tension knobs, and we're going to be slipping them inside the outsides of the gate. So I'll show you what that looks like. There's just going to be some screws that go in here with a screw wheel on the outside that's going to be the tensioner. Okay, so for these tensioners, they do have a silicone boot on the end that's going to be right up against your wall. And then this is how we are going to tension it or snug it up against the wall. So these are going to go into all 4 corners just like that. And then you're going to draw these out just a little bit until it's snug up on the wall. And then once you get it snug on the wall, then we're going to be spinning this and to either tighten it or loosen it. So that's how we're going to do that and get that fit in there really nice and really tight. So it should just take a couple seconds to do this. Okay, so they do give you a little wrench here, which is kind of a unique wrench. But you're going to be able to use it here on your tensioner. If you can't turn that knob with your hand, they have slots in here where you can put that in, and you can use that as leverage to turn it, just like that. That comes in really handy, especially down at the bottom. You can't get your fingers in there to turn that. So that's really nice to have that. Okay, so what I want you to notice is that my gate is not even touching the ground. And the reason it's not touching the ground is because my trim board here is too thick on both sides to allow the tension knobs to fit in. So I've got it raised up just a little bit. I went ahead and I've taken the step off because we're not going to be needing that now, so that it's elevated off the ground. We're getting ready to cut these zip ties, but before we do, there's one more thing I want to show you. This also has a little pet gate right in here, so that if you've got a little dog or a cat or a small animal that transfers from room to room, and you want to keep the larger dogs out, or you want to keep the children out but allow the dog to pass, then you've got a little doggy door here. And you can lock it here on either side and then close her down just like that. So that's a super nice feature to have there. So let's get this gate opened up and see what we look like. In order to get that door to open, you've got to pull back on the lock right here with your thumb, and then you've got to lift up over the bottom lock. To shut it, it's just going to shut regular, but to open, you've got to lift up, just like that. And this door is going to swing both ways. So you can open it, swing it in, or you can swing it out. You know, it's a really nice gate, 40 inches. It's going to allow you to keep your pets in one room, children in another room, or if you've got small pets that you want to allow them to pass on through, you can open up that little gate there, lock that into place. Really nice. So if you're looking for a large style baby gate, it comes in a variety of different sizes. This one is 31 to about 46. Super nice, pressure mounted. I think that you'll be happy with it.